And Christopher, first of all, pretty much at the beginning of the movie, we get to see Blake's father and your character like experiencing like an amazing view, and the father goes like, no matter how many times you see it, it never gets old. And I was wondering, in real life, what is that place for you, like that amazes you again and again, just like it did the first time?
Oh man. Um, you know, God, there's a lot. I mean, I live in New York, and there is a certain view of the city when you're driving from. I mean, you have to kind of live in New York what I'm talking about, but you're driving sort of north on the Belt Parkway. It's a very
Mhm.
southern, it's a southern view of Manhattan, and because it's the place that I live, it's also and I work out of town so much. It is nice when I come home, and it's a reminder that I live in this city that I've lived in for so long. That yeah, I think anything that relates to the feeling of being like you're coming home is
Right.
my answer should have been some nature like some waterfall or something like that, but the truth is it's different views in New York when I come home is what does it. Yeah.
One of the things that your character learns as a child from his father is how to survive. And he also understands through his father that one day we will be gone. So he kind of takes a concept of time with him.
Mhm.
And I was wondering, this might be a big question, but I was wondering, do you remember something specific that you were taught by someone or something when you were a child that is still very relevant to you today as an adult artist?
It's a good question. I mean, it's something I haven't thought about for a long time. You know, I I can't think of a specific quote or anything like
Yeah.
something that has stayed with me. But my parents also were sort of always like just allowed me to for better or for worse, do what I want. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, and so just to have the sort of reign to like even when I first even started going trying to go to school in New York, and like I was sort of left to sort of make my own decisions in that way, and so that is something that is both I think can when you're young can be both like scary but also exciting and yeah, I'll say a sense of freedom, that I had. Yeah,
Right. Which is great, I believe, because many people rely on decisions that others make for you. It's like,
that's right. Yeah, yeah, it's nice. You grow up when you have to make your own. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, right. And also, as I said, like your character takes his concept of time with him, and he tells Charlotte that we only get to spend so and so much time with people, and that we should actually enjoy each other.
Hmm.
And it's one for you as a person, and also as an artist, because obviously as an artist you spend a lot of time not home. And I was wondering, how do you make sure you make like the best use possible with the time you have?
Great question. I mean, that is something that I think about constantly, and
Wow. Yeah.
uh, uh, you're often forced to sort of be away on unless I'm doing a play in New York and at home. I don't often work there. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
shot this movie in New Zealand. I'm working in New Zealand again, and sometimes you can get very caught up in the life of work, and sort of going where people tell you you have to go, and then time goes by very quickly, and then all of a sudden you feel like you're missing out on what you what is your real life or whatever that means, because there's work life, there's your home life. Do those things go together? Who knows? So yeah, it's a good question. I don't have a good answer, but
Yeah.
or I don't have a clear answer, but it is something that I think about a lot, and managing your time. And how you spend it is a constant dilemma, and it's a choice
Oh
by
yeah.
choice thing. It's a day by day decision, really. Yeah.